I've had a ton of you telling me, and it's very normal, so please don't judge yourself, but I've had a ton of you telling me that you find it really difficult to date other people when you're wanting your ex back so much. And hi, look at all your beautiful faces. I'm so proud of you all for showing up. So if that's you, ladies, why don't you give your sisters some encouragement? Just heart or comment. Let's participate in this together. My vision for us today is for us to really make friends, support one another, and really, I want you ladies to meet one another. So if you struggle, even get to the point, ladies, where you're dating other people, you're really cutting your manifestation and your feminine power in half or more. And the reason being is that if you won't get yourself over that hump and date other people and date several people at once, that rotational dating, some coaches call it, if you don't do that, honeys, you are going to remain very attached to that one person. Or if you're not attached to anyone anymore, honeys, if you only date one person at a time, you will be. It's just how our bodies work. We're amazing, beautiful creatures, and that's how we work. So you have to learn how to do this, and you have to learn how to do this properly if you really want to be able to grow in your dating life and attract the person that you want. Okay, and I had a comment here. I can date no problem, but my issue is I get attached quickly. Okay, well, that's okay, honey. The reason that we get attached quickly is because we're not dating enough people at once. And when we start getting attached or we have a favorite, we start giving them too much attention. I'm sure this will speak to you. So you start focusing on the one that maybe he's pulling away, or maybe, you're like, oh, I like him best. And then we pull that attention to that one person. So it's really key, especially, I would say, ladies, when you feel yourself getting attached to one, pull back a bit and give more attention to the others. And I know that's counterintuitive, but a lot of this stuff is going to be counterintuitive. That's why in the past, what you've been doing hasn't worked. Right? So who has their worksheets? Okay. Do you have your little worksheets printed, ladies? I hope so. If you don't, you can scroll back. I posted the PDF for you to click on, and you can quick print that right now if you want, ladies. So I'll give you a few moments and just chit chat for a few minutes here before we dive into the worksheets, so that if you didn't print them, that you can print them out, or at least put them up, on your computer so you can peek at it. Also want you to have something to write with, honeys, and something to write on. The worksheet gives you some space to write on. Okay, but if you're doing my work especially, you want to have paper, you want to have a journal even. You want to be doing that very regularly. They've done studies, ladies, and when you journal, instead of ruminating about things, when you actually journal, it helps get it out of your mind, get those limiting beliefs out of your head, and you're able to actually start changing those patterns in your brain where you're obsessing and ruminating. So it's not just like, oh, you should journal, and then no reason as to why. It actually helps you heal truly on a physical level. Okay, so everything I do with you ladies is backed with experience or studies or both. So please, when I make suggestions, it's because I've done the background on them. Okay, my darlings. So hopefully you guys have your stuff printed. If you don't, it's okay. Grab a journal. Okay, so here is the first piece of what we're going to do. Okay, and the first part I'm just introducing. I'm thrilled that you're investing your time, etc., etc. You guys can read that on your own, okay? The next part, dream relationship cues, my babies. Dream relationship cues. And I'm very excited to do this with you ladies. Normally, I do this on my paid consultations or with my one-on-one clients or the women in my courses. So you're getting a little taste of how we kind of initially start the relationship, so you can see what I do and give you ladies, because you showed up for yourselves today, this chance to ask questions, share your answers and thoughts with your sisters that are on. And then when you guys ask things on here, you're helping your sisters who watch the replay. So you're already being of service to other women. So I'm very proud of you all for being here, as I always tell my ladies in my courses. So dream relationship cues. First things first, ladies. How are you going to attract your dream person if you don't know what you want? Okay, so most of my ladies on here, if you work with me at all, okay, you know I do love manifestation, visualization. The reason I love it is it's true and it works. It's even, and I welcome all religious backgrounds. I'm more spiritual than I would claim a religion, but it's even in the traditional Bible, the whole ask and you will receive. It talks about connecting and creating. So it's all over the board, ladies. What you focus on expands. So if you only focus on a guy that you're attracted to because you feel hormones and you don't have an idea of what your dream relationship looks like, ladies, then you are literally going to be fucking social tofu. You're going to conform to whatever guy maybe you have chemistry with. Oh my gosh, he likes motorcycles. I can totally see myself on the back of a motorcycle. And then suddenly you're some biker chick, right? Okay. And I'm not judging because I've been there, ladies, right? We do the whole social tofu is my thing. I need to make t-shirts, but we just take on the flavor of what's around us. We don't have our own personality or our own vibe. And not my ladies, not on my watch, okay, sisters? I'm not having it. So, as promised, I'm going to go through these cues with you today, my darlings. Grab your coffee, okay? I'm a coffeeholic. I'm 15 years sober, so some of you might have a spot of wine or tea. I'm a coffee girl. Okay, so we need to first let go of looks when we're writing about our dream guy. And you ladies are like, but I have to be attracted to him. Ladies, let's not waste your gorgeous time on looks. Obviously, if you're going to date someone, you're going to want to kiss them. You're going to be attracted to them. I am not a coach that will tell you to kiss a frog, okay? And everyone has their own idea of their ideal. Some of you ladies like blondes, some like tall, some like stocky, big guys, some like dad bods, okay? We don't care about that. Universe, God is going to send you someone that you feel attracted to, okay? So we don't need to write down height and all of that stuff. I will tell you ladies right now, I used to be one of those height queens. I want the tall guys and all that. And I'm telling you, ladies, our beautiful feminine hearts, you can fall for a guy who's not 6'5", I promise you. And you won't feel like you're settling because he will be so funny or so protective of you. More so even than some of the tall, pretty boys, ladies. They're in very feminine energy because they have women just calling them. So they're going to be like, oh, they all want me. It's very unattractive sometimes, the ones you think you want because they're pretty. I'm telling you, they're not in masculine, and pretty goes away in our mind's eye. Like, you stare at someone, ladies, every day, day in, day out, who's like peeing on your toilet seat and leaving dirty underwear. Pretty goes away real quick. Promise you. Facts. Okay? And we're going to laugh today. I should warn you all. I hope you're not easily offended. If you're in my group, you saw my videos, you know me. So, okay. So, fair warning. Okay. So, of course, you'll be attracted. I'm looking down at my worksheets. I hope you ladies have yours too. Okay. We're not going to breadcrumb ourselves today in the worksheets. Okay. So we're not writing down, oh, I guess I could get along with this or that. No, this is your dream guy, your dream person. We already know you're attracted. We can skip that. That's boring. right? Do we want a guy like writing, she has to be a size 4 and she has to be this height? Like, we would be grossed out. Okay, let's not be that on our end. Okay, so first thing on the worksheet, ladies, do you want to be married? Just a commitment? Are you polyamorous? Hey, it's 2024. I'm a monogamy girl, but some people are polyamorous. So if that's you, put that on there, whatever. Do you just want to be a girlfriend? Are you like, hey, I've been married, I'm not doing it again, I'm not open to it? That's okay. This is your worksheet. This is your dream. Okay? But write down what you want. I want to be a wife. I want to be married. I want to be his girlfriend, whatever. Okay? That's the first thing that's going down. Okay? The title, what you want. And again, some of you overthink things and you're like, well, maybe married to the right person. Girl, this is your dream. Don't breadcrumb yourself. Yes, of course, it's going to be the right person. You're writing it down. Okay? I'm catching some of you. Remember, I'm intuitive here. Okay? One of you is like, oh, that's me. I was overthinking. Okay? Do you want to get married? Do you want to have a gorgeous party with all your family and friends? Do you want him to want to marry you? Then put it down. Chill. Okay, I love you. Okay, his traits, ladies. Is he, and I have this on your worksheets, is he loyal? Okay. Is he serious or is he funny? And if he's funny, what kind of funny? Dig deeper. Do you like sarcastic, kind of clever, a little bit snarky funny? Because that's very different from goofy dad joke funny. So write it down. What feels like your guy? Okay? Write that down. Okay? So do you have all of that? And go ahead and comment, ladies, after you write. What do you feel? What's something important to you? Because your sisters are going to love reading them anyway, right? So if you want that clever, wearing his glasses, making dry humor, if that's the vibe, pop it in the comments. Let us see. Mainly because I'm nosy and curious about all of you, okay? This is the reason, Facebook is great, but I love when I do my Reunite with Him course or, meet with the ladies on Zoom, we can actually talk back and forth. So I'm missing hearing your voices, but is what it is. Okay, so next on the docket, my darlings, finances and work, okay? And this is important. Does he earn the same as you or more? Does he earn less? Do you want to be the breadwinner? Okay? Whatever you want, whatever you see with your dream person, write that down, okay? I would also include, this wasn't in the worksheet, okay? But I would ask you, what kind of work do you see your guy doing? If he's an entrepreneur and a business owner, okay, do you see him making passive income so you guys can spend lots of time? Or is he like a workhorse? Is he a doctor? Is he gone a lot? You've got to think about that, what you want the dynamic to look like. Because every woman thinks that she wants this big CEO, guy with lots of moolah or whatever to take her on trips. But then they're like, oh, Lauren, he works 100-hour weeks. They call him in the middle of the night. You have to think about this, honeys, okay? Because with lots of money and shiny things sometimes comes a very hectic schedule. So we want to manifest, I would love him to be financially free, but have Y and Z time for a healthy work-life balance, right? Okay, so don't forget that. Okay, Agnes wants to know what would be the best program to start with the work on strengthening our own power. Oh, Agnes, that's like the heart of all my programs, babe. Okay, attachment issues. So I would recommend, ladies, divine dating if you're single and you're wanting to, have your power and date. And I'll put the link for it actually in the comments here. Let me see. Yeah, because divine dating, copy. Let me just pop it in here for you ladies that are on the live right now. And there's Afterpay too, so you can break down the payments. It's self-study, okay? So that would be the one for my single lovelies. So, when it comes to men that have those big, busy schedules, ladies, a lot of the men that I date are like this. And so it's important. We'll get to it today, but we're going to make boundaries and timelines of how long you should be dating before you become exclusive and everything. So those are things that we do have to think about that. Okay. So then, hey, Solani, yes. Hi, honey. So just keep that in mind, okay? Next part, family, ladies. Does he want kids? Okay. Does he have them already? Are you wanting to be a stepmama? I love kids. Like, I love the stepmom thing. Oh my gosh. If you haven't dated a guy with kids, it's so much fun. So don't knock it till you tried it. Because you get to be the fun one, and they have their own mom. Oh, love it. Okay. Anyway, are you like, no, I really don't see myself with kids because X, Y, and Z, etc. Think about that for yourself. Do you find holidays with both of you important? Do you have a big family? Is your family all in your business, right? Are you maybe from a cultural background where they're like all about family and you need somebody that's okay with mixing your huge family into their life? Write all of that down. Okay. Your dream guy will be what? He will be very family oriented, or he's more of an introvert and it's just you guys. You don't have a big family. You don't have interest in doing that. Put all of that down. Okay. Okay. Next on the docket. Okay. Spirituality. Are you a certain religion, honey? Do you really want your dream man to share with you? Is your faith really important to you? Or would you be okay if he has a different background as long as he's respectful of yours? Now remember, don't breadcrumb yourself. If you really want to share that with someone and he can help be a leader in that area in the family, then don't be afraid to put that down, honey. Okay? Okay. Are you very anti? Are you like, no, I don't want any strict religious stuff going on. I'm not heading to church with anybody. Okay, put that down, babes. Do you ladies, are you starting to see him? Are you starting to see your guy? Okay? You should be starting to see him and you should be feeling this like, oh, wow, I've been looking for, 6'5", blue eyes, finance, right? So I hope you've heard that song, or you guys just think I'm a total weirdo right now, which I'm okay with. Okay. So, maybe what is going on? I'm sorry, you guys, you might hear my little tones in the background, apparently, when people comment, which might be kind of cute, actually. Okay. So, yeah, I'm in the right place. Okay. So we've got spirituality, we've got family. Now for the communication piece. And again, ladies, writing in your journal, you have worksheets, hopefully, to look at that you printed out before. Okay. So how often and how does he reach out to you? So are you a texter? Are you wanting the good morning texts? What is important to you? Do you want him to call, or you're like, oh my God, I hate texting, please no? Are you someone who wants to hear their voice? It would, as your coach, push you toward getting away from texting, ladies. You want to be fast-tracked to attaching to someone with no emotional capability. It's being text buddies. Truly, truly, okay? We want calls, we want in-person dates, because you can create an entire romance novel and an entire relationship in your freaking head with someone when you're texting with them only, okay? Highly, highly recommend, after a few texts, taking it to the phone, saying like, I love chatting with you, but I'm so not a texter. I'm kind of old school. I want to hear your voice. Okay. And if they're a quality person, as far as dating wise, they will hear that and they will do that. Okay. Okay. Love languages, my darlings. How do you want the person to show you love. Okay. Now, most of the time, hi TJ, I see you on there. Most of the time it's ladies on here, but TJ, I know you, baby, and you can adapt, I hope. Feel free to ask questions if you're like, is this for guys too or whatever? Like, I'm happy to answer for you, okay? So how do you want your person to show you love? You guys, I'll say you guys now because we've got Mr. TJ with us too. We love you, TJ. How do you want to be shown love? Okay. Now, everybody thinks, everybody should just know. No, we're all different. For example, I am so cuddly, right? I'm cuddly with my person, not with any person out there, obviously. But when I like someone, I want to be cuddled and, shown off in public. I want somebody who likes to post about us. I like all that stuff. Some people are very private. They're like, no public displays of affection. No, I don't want to be posted. Complete opposite, right? Someone will feel very uncomfortable with my love languages. Some people will just bask in them. Okay. Do you want quality time? Is that very important to you? Write that down. And then what does that look like? How can he show you quality time? Because some guys will say, like, what do you mean? We've been sitting watching shows together for 3 hours, right? And they'll get frustrated. I'm spending time with you. And you'll be like, but we're staring at the TV or you're on your phone. And they're so confused. They're like, but I'm with you. We don't want that vibe, right? So here's where working on the courses really helps you guys, because if you get that codependent feeling where you're with them all the time, and then on top of that, you're really wanting dates, just know that with guys especially, if they don't get free time, like man time, some cave time, their testosterone actually drops, okay? And TJ, I'm talking to you too, babe. If they don't have alone time or that guy time where they get to do their own thing, fulfill their legacy as a man, okay? If they're not out there doing music, if they're not out there, some guys love golf or whatever, and you're just with them all the time, their testosterone actually lowers, their energy lowers, they'll be irritable and all of that. So ladies, if that's happening with guys that you're dating in whatever phase, you need to give more time by having a life, my darlings, okay? I hate to put it like that, but you should have a gorgeous life so that he gets his own time and then you guys come back together for special dinners and you're both excited to talk and share things, okay? Now, I'm not downplaying the sweetness of just the everyday of being with someone, but if you want to continue to have a spark with someone, you guys, and not just fall into we're family, we're roommates, we're, everybody's libido's mismatched and everything, then you want to have your own life to share with somebody else. Does that make sense? It's so important, okay? And to back the hormonal studies and the testosterone and everything, you can cite John Gray. He wrote Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, lots of clinical studies, right? Love him. I don't jibe with some of his ideas surrounding the LGBTQ community. Like some of his stuff's a little off-putting there. He's an old man. But the hormonal studies and those parts of his work, okay? So if you're interested in learning more about that, please do. But all of the things that I give you, my darlings, are backed in research and all of, my past education in this field, okay? And experience. So we've gone through all the dream relationship cues. So do any of you have any questions on what you just did? I mean, it's your dream relationship. So hopefully you're being thorough as we go through. You should have a good idea. Okay, I'm going to read this. It says, Miss Joss, I have my tea. I love you, girl. Okay, I feel like us Americans date differently from Europeans and Middle Eastern. I passed up a really good guy in 2018. Because I kept telling him we were just dating. He wanted something more official. At the time he told me us Americans are so complicated, he said people date because they are in a relationship, not because we're trying to figure it out. Disagree. He was just trying to get you locked in. In reality, I was really hooked on my ex, and also this French guy wasn't my type. But my whole family loved him. I was really trying to open up to him and date. I just felt like he was moving too fast. Really nice guy. A year later, he got married. He was never playing games with me. Anyways, fast forward to now. I reflect back to what this guy said. We Americans date differently. And now I'm questioning, why can't the girl just say how she feels and get it over with, obviously in a kind, soft way? Why can't we be free and not get so detailed in who or how we are dating? I feel like we Americans make it so complicated. Does this make any sense? I just sometimes wait for my SP to call or text me. But I feel like maybe he wants to make the move too. I asked several guys if they like to be contacted by a girl. All of them said yes. If they really like the girl, they do like to be contacted, just like females do. They said they shouldn't have to do all the work, etc. Yeah, same old story. So here's what it is, Miss. Okay. First of all, thank you so much for your vulnerability and sharing your story. It's so beautiful. And I just, I love you. I know you. I adore you. So when it comes to masculine and feminine energy, the reason why we have to learn these tools and why it has to become natural for us and why we can't, well, you can. You can just tell a guy after 2 dates, like, really like you, I want to marry you, I'm looking to get married. Like, you can do that. I wouldn't suggest it, but go for it, girl, if you want to shoot your shot like that. What I'm telling you, like, as a certified relationship coach, intuitive coach, all of these things, is that if you are here with me now, I'm guessing you've struggled in dating. And I'm guessing, moreover, that it's because when you like someone, you get very anxiously attached. Usually it's someone that comes on strong and then starts pulling away and you chase after them and it hasn't worked how you've done it in the past. So the question when people ask, why can't I just do it like I always did it? You can, right? But again, how's it working out, right? Like, show me the history, show me the record. How is that working? Where you're just like, oh, I have intense emotions, I'm just going to tell him. Or if he didn't call for a day, I'm just going to be like, what the hell? Where are you? I thought we had a good date. Like, you can just do that. But I'm telling you, if you want to learn to not be in that wounded energy and you want to have a healthy masculine man who will want a woman who has a strong, healthy foundation, who doesn't freak out if he goes out with his friends, who doesn't need him to reassure because she's not whole on her own, then we want to learn something different, okay? So that's why we have these tools, because they work, because we want to have a different experience, okay? Now, of course, your guy friends are going to say, yeah, I don't want to do all the work. A girl should reach out to me. She should do that. I want her to do that. But again, a healthy masculine man with his testosterone up high is going to want to pursue. And then, of course, if we're following these tools in our feminine, then we're receiving in a warm way. We're showing appreciation. It's reciprocal. He's not going to wonder if you like him if you're responding in feminine energy. It's not like he's doing a bunch of work. What they're thinking of is when a girl isn't interested and they're chasing them like crazy and the girl isn't responding and doing all that because she's not that into him, okay? So that's what your guy friends are a little traumatized by, okay? So if a girl's really into you and you're reaching out and she's responding well, that's the go-ahead for a guy. Is she responding to me well? Is she attentive when I reach out first? Okay? So I'm not saying that you don't respond or you're not in feminine. And again, I teach you ladies all of that and give you the meditations that are based in hypnosis so that you can rewire and not be so obsessive in my coursework. Okay. Okay. That was a long answer. I hope that helped, honey. Okay. So you should all hopefully have your dream relationship written down with all of those amazing traits of your person. I want you to have that in a spot near your bed. And when we get off of here, I want you to read that out loud to yourself. Okay. And I want you to do it like this. My dream guy wants to marry me. He's so excited to have 2 kids with me. He's spiritual, but not religious. I want you to say it like that, like you're telling a story. Okay? Okay. Next on the worksheet list, my darlings. Boundaries timeline checklist. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Now, how many of you are the ladies that have trouble with boundaries, or guys? If TJ's still here, do you have trouble with boundaries at all? Okay, and I'm reading your comments at the same time. I never chase or reach out, but when I get attached, yeah, I get it, honey. Okay, how I can know he will come back to me? Good question. Before we dive into boundaries, Kareen, how can you know he'll come back to you? Well, you're not going to know ever if you keep chasing him, right? The only way we can know if they will come toward us is if we focus on ourselves, date others, and stop reaching out. That's how you're going to know, okay? And if he never does, you won't even notice because you'll find your true person. Universe will send him to you, okay? That's the haps on that. Okay. All right, my darlings, boundaries timeline checklist, okay? First of all, does he reach out first? Does he reach out first? And you can use this with each person that you're dating. Does he reach out first? He should be, because that's the only way he should be getting a hold of you, okay? And of course, if you're a guy, you can reach out first, okay? I have to let TJ know what's up, okay? But don't chase them after that, TJ. If they respond well, then they will respond, and then you can reach out again, okay? Okay, next, how many dates before a kiss? Okay, now kisses are lovely. I would recommend probably not a deep kiss on the first date, ladies and gents. A little peck, if you guys had an amazing time, beautiful. Sweet little peck, great. Okay, on the first date is okay. Or wait, okay? But making out, I would say no, okay? But again, this is your timeline. You just need to know for you, okay? These are your bottom lines, your boundaries. Next, how many dates before making out? So that's more like touchy touch stuff, okay? So how many before you'll be comfortable with that? You should know that about yourself ahead of time, ladies, so that you're not just flying around like, oh, maybe I will, maybe I won't. You're gonna feel very uncomfortable if you don't know when you're okay with that. The more time that you get to know someone, ladies, the better. Because men, especially hormonally, they're very driven with testosterone. Okay, so they're going for the intimacy, not in like, some guys are sleazy, but not all, but that's an interest, right? So they have, I believe, 10 to 17 times more than we do. We have some, okay, but they're very driven by that initially. So making out can be iffy because we don't want to create an uncomfortable situation, someone we don't know that well. So I would say a few dates before there's like touchy touch, okay, is great, okay? But wait for that intimacy. Okay, next one on boundaries, once you have that down, okay? How long and what commitment do you require before intimacy? And then I have my suggestion in there, okay? I suggest a minimum of 90 days with about weekly dates and a full commitment, but don't be exclusive before 90 days of rotationally dating several men. Okay, so don't get fully committed before 90 days because you don't know them yet. They could be narcissistic. They could be putting on, a total act. It's very difficult even for a full-on narcissist to keep up a charade for over 90 days. You'll see the red flags. Okay. And if you're intimate before then, ladies, you will get hormonally attached and they won't. Okay. So that's very important. Okay. Okay. Love it. Okay. And make sure, ladies, that if you're focused on one guy, my first comment is always going to be, if you're focused on how often, how many times he's reaching out, I'm going to say, who else are you dating? If you have so much time to worry about how often they're reaching out, you're not dating enough people. You need to date more. Okay. Okay. Next. What are your no-gos? Okay. Everybody has different no-gos. Okay. For me, this might seem petty, but if I go out to restaurants with a guy, I love fancy fine dining. Love it. I'm obsessed with Gordon Ramsay shows. I love all different types of cuisine. So I would not want to, and this is a good example of something strange for some people, but it's important to me. I don't want to be with somebody who turns their nose up at food without trying it, or that, they'll only eat two things. So they have to have chicken, mac and cheese, or hot dogs with ketchup or stuff. Like that would not be a match for me. And for some people, they'd be like, who cares what they eat? You eat what you... I really want to share that love with my person. So any men that I choose to date are adventurous with their palates, and they'll go to fancy restaurants and they know the etiquette around that. They're not like in a 3 Michelin star restaurant with me asking for ketchup for their steak and things like that, right? But that's very personalized. Do you see how personalized you want it to be, ladies? From that? And see, the guys that are super like whatever, I can eat me some corn dogs and stuff too, ladies. Like, trust me, those Korean corn dogs, oh my gosh, once in a while, I'm pretty healthy. So I can get down with that stuff too, but I can't be with someone who's not adventurous there, okay? So think of those things for you. Like, what would be your interesting no-gos? I can't be with somebody that would ever be mean to an animal. Like if they hate animals, or if they would, God forbid, hurt an animal or something, that's also a no-go of mine. If they were mean to my kiddo, or they didn't respect my view of how to raise my kiddo, no-go, okay? So what are your no-gos, honeys? Because you need to know those ahead of time. Again, us ladies are so known for fitting ourselves into a box so that we're lovable for some dude, okay? But if you have all this written down, then you're going to recognize your person when they come to you. Okay. Okay. What else? And please ask any questions or share some of your no-gos as well, ladies. I would love to read the tea on your no-gos. Like, does he need to be very diligent with showers and like deodorant and cologne? Or do you like the hippie guys that wear patchouli and kind of smell? I literally have girlfriends that like the smell of BO and patchouli and stuff, usually Burning Man girls like, and I'm like hard no on that, you know what I mean? So I want to hear what you guys put in there just because it's hilarious. Okay. And then finally, at the bottom of this page, what are some of your green flags, my darlings? What are some of your green flags? Oh my gosh, this is a great guy, right? If he's reaching out, and you can look back at your dream relationship page for these. Is he doing the things that you want? Is he reaching out? Is he kind? Or she, if you're a guy, right? Is he doing those things? Okay. Now, ladies, we're wrapping up because I'm going to go into the group with my course girls. Okay. So we have a few minutes. I can just answer a couple questions. I'm really hoping that you dove into this today, because if you did, you're going to have a much better hold on your dating life, okay? And if you loved it, again, please go ahead and grab Divine Dating, ladies, because it's literally hours and hours of content. I start you off with clearing out the old clutter in your home, making space for your person. When we move into the dating, I take you through how to do the dating apps. We go into appearance, how to be your most beautiful self. All of that is in Divine Dating if you don't have it already, okay? And I posted the link in the comments, okay? So make sure you have that. Maybe I'll do it one more time because I bet you I got buried. Hang on. So you can find it. And then I'm going to go through your comments really, really quick, okay? And see if I see any quick questions I can answer. Okay, Tara, she loved the course. I'm so glad, baby. I'm so glad. Josh said he needs to be adventurous, non-smoker, healthy and active, not stinky. Love you so much, Josh. Manners, 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 no mama's voice. Love. They need to love dogs and fur because I have Pomeranians. Oh, stop it. Girl, you better post us a picture of those Pomeranians immediately, like yesterday. Love me some Pomeranians. But cool water cologne. Girl, you're taking me back with the cool water cologne. All right. Did I miss any questions, ladies? I don't want to miss any, but we're wrapping up. Because I've got to actually have a moment to prepare for the ladies in my courses. I'll be going over to the Divine Realized community. Okay, any questions? You can copy and paste it so it pops up for me if you need to. If not, you can always post your question in here and I'll answer it too. You ladies know, don't panic. Okay, all right. Oh my gosh, how much fun was this? I can't believe how fast the time flew by. I feel a little sad. I'm a chatty Cathy with you ladies. I love you all. Thank you for showing up. The replay is going to be in here for a little bit, okay? So please watch this. I'll leave it up for a little while, but then I might take this replay down and actually include it into my courses because I feel like we got some good stuff in here for you ladies, okay? Okay, my darlings. Well, I don't see any more questions. Sorry if I missed you. I'm going to stop my little recording and then move over into, if you have any of my courses, Divine Realized. I'll be popping in there and I'm going to go deeper, okay? So you can ask even more about your specific situation. Obviously, you know, if you're in my courses, and you can say, he texted me this, what should I say, etc. Okay, because we go deeper in there. Okay, ending this. I love you